Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I felt inspired to do a video, but I'm in my mom gear, which is robe and messy room. So anyway, this video is about trust issues. So one of the things that I hear just in dating and just coaching some people about, they're trying to find the right person. And I will say that I am a coach uh, or supporter for people who are interested in getting married and having a family. I am not one of those coaches who, encourage the non-traditional family. Not that it's bad, it's just I don't know how to support you in that. I can only support you in the things that I'm doing and that I know work. And so a lot of people say I have trust issues. And what I can tell you about that is not the time for you to date, or maybe you need to date and heal that part of you because projecting your trust issues on someone else is like so toxic and it's repelling. And people don't, and especially a good guy, they will not want to date you because it's just too much of a burden to have to um, help you through that. But the reality is the only person that can help you through that is yourself. You cannot use external validation to rid yourself of misperceptions or bad choices. So the first step, if you have trust issues, I want you to review exactly what happened in your past. Why didn't it work? Why did you like that person? Did you pay attention to your intuition or did you reason yourself out of it? So that it's happened to me before, but it's not in the way of like them cheating on me. Um, it just I had like a intuition hit that made me want to check the thing that I was suspicious about. And God, like honestly, this is the weirdest thing, but God gives you those intuition hits. And and then I checked and it ended up being true. And what I understood and how I observed his behavior is that he did have some little inklings of like not being honest. So a lot of the times guys would say I didn't lie, but the reality is they did because they omitted the truth. So I seen him kind of do it with other things, and with those other things he would ration it out why it was okay. And that gave me a hint on what his values were. So, and then he also had like, if you saw my other videos, he also had a history of like alcohol abuse. So that also was a red flag that I didn't heed to. So my question to you and step one of this is how and what and like happened in your last relationship where there was a betrayal of trust. So, and also I want you to ask yourself, why did I like that person? Okay. Then when you figure it out, you're going to make being honest and trustworthy part of your love list, the list of what you want in your husband. Okay, not in a boyfriend, but in your husband. Because I'm a dating coach and support person for people who want to get married and have children. Okay. And then you stick to it. So you date, but you don't date in the way that's suspicious. You date in a way that's open. Okay. And what I mean by open is you let them reveal who they are. Okay. So step one is really investigate, experiment, understand, like even like nitpick what happened in your last relationship. Why did you choose him? What was the signs that maybe you have missed? Step two is write those things, those values that you want: trust, honesty, transparency, forthcoming. Write that in your list. Okay. And then write down the red flags that you missed, and then write the opposite of that. Right. And then third is go out and date, but date with an open heart. Date where you allow the person to show who they are. So when you come to a date very guarded and bitchy and like so off-putting and so like leaves a bad taste in the mouth, like they're so loud, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like where there's just like too much of guardedness. People don't want to show you who they are, or they'll just show you what you want. So usually when I date, I never say I want this, I want that. I just like let it be and I just see who they are. Maybe third or fourth date, I'll be like, "Hey, I'm excited to be a mom. I want to get married." Then I'll share, right? But I let them show me who they are and don't judge. Why don't you judge? So they can keep showing who they are and they can show you who they really are and not be shy, not try to be what you want. And then you go back to your list and you're like, hey, what does this guy exhibit? And you have to be strong enough to know that after they have shown their true colors, you're willing to cut it off. You're not scared. You're just going to cut them off and be like, hey, I'm dating other people. And that's that. And you don't got to tell the reason why. If you tell them the reason why, they're going to try to like convince you that they're not like that. But trust your intuition. And when I say trust your intuition, I don't mean your wounded intuition, meaning like you're guarded and you're so like if you start here's a way that you can tell that you have a wounded intuition. If you say all guys are bad, all guys lie, all guys, any absolute terms, it just signifies your laziness of not wanting to do a full investigation of yourself and the inner work and to really experience a good guy. Okay? So I am calling you out. So when you say, oh, everybody's all like this and all guys are like this, you're just lazy. You're just lazy and you don't want to do the inner work. You don't want to like change yourself or up level yourself on how you screen people. So that is my advice. Trust issues is not an excuse for you to check their phone, to be overly like, you know, abrasive, to track their location, to it's not an excuse to act like that. And I want you to remember that your energy, your life force is so sacred, and you're like dissing God by doing those things, by wasting your time on like investigating the guy so hard when your life force, your energy is so precious. You could be helping people in out like in around the world. You could be creating beautiful art. You could be doing the things that you love, but you're over here spending time on this dude. Don't do that. And it's a huge turn off. Guys don't like that. It's just think about it. If a guy like kept asking you like where are you? Like who you with and stuff like that, maybe you're flattered for a little bit. After a while, it gets annoying. Okay? It gets annoying. Like you'll probably feel like so over like he's so overbearing and like it's just everything just too tight, right? And if a guy is like that with you, let me tell you, it is a red flag, a huge red flag, because that means he has trust issues, or maybe he is projecting onto you and he is cheating. Okay. So, yeah, that's my advice for people who have trust issues. Okay. If you have any questions, you can always book me, especially if you want to keep it private. But if you just want advice for yourself, you can just write in the comments. I always read all comments, even if they're dissing me, because I don't care. You guys are just internet people. I'm just an internet person. But yeah, if you want to know more, write in the comments. And if you want to book me for a personal session, you can get on my website and book me for an hour, or we can just talk until you feel better or until you know what the right steps are for you to be a mom, to be a wife. And I also teach private yoga classes, which I also incorporate some of the inner work in those classes as well. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. I hope this video helped you. Bye.